I reviewed a handful of the excellent Zerotech scopes, and every time I get in the comments, they're made in China. I'm not going to buy Chinese. So here you go. Made in Japan, designed by the Australians, made in Japan. This is the Zerotech Trace Advanced 4-24 by 50 millimeters. So this has a 6x zoom ratio, FFP reticle, and the coolest thing about this scope is that reticle. This is one of those select few that has the Horus Trimmer 3 reticle, my very favorite. This is one that's going to have all those wind dots that help you to nail down targets without having to take your eye out of the scope. You don't have to use wind meters or anything like that. You just watch what's going on with the Mirage, make your adjustment, and take the shot. And so now to prove it, let's get behind this thing. This is the 1 mile 6.5 Creedmoor rifle. This is my own build, and if you want to check out that series, I'll put a link to it around here somewhere. But yeah, 6.5 Creedmoor, 147 grain Hornady ELD match bullets. Let's go knock down some steel. All right, guys, we have a guest spotter today. We got Mitch back here, and he is going to be doing some shooting with us here in a little bit. We'll make him a trigger man too. But this is my gun. I want to play. All right, we're going to shoot starting at 200 meters here. And I'm not going to touch the turrets at all. This is just going to be pure reticle. And this is going to be 0.5 mils to get on target with this guy. One of the first things that I'm going to point out about this is that the glass is quite sharp. So I can see all kinds of Mirage. And right now, it looks like there's nothing to write home about, so I'm just going to square up on this target. I'm getting a little bit from the left now. I did not adjust for the elevation. Tell you what, let's try that again. That's more like it.
Yep, dead center.
Yeah, Piggy's at 300 meters. 1.3.
Right on the nose.
Okay. Sounds like I didn't zero this exactly right then. You say it was on the nose?
Yep.
Okay. Let me measure that out. It's coming from the left a good bit.
Yeah.
I'm going to give this 1 wind dot. All right, here we go. 1.8.
You were about 6:30. It's like 6:30, 7 o'clock on the red dot.
Okay.
Yeah, just right below it.
All right, I'm still going to give it about 1 wind dot. Oh, no, it's switching.
Yeah.
Boiling.
Yeah, it's slowing.
Okay, I'm going to send it.
Okay. Yeah, you were like 9 o'clock right on the edge of the yellow.
Right in the lungs.
Okay.
That was cool seeing that trace.
All right. Okay, so my zero was off, but now that I have that dialed around, I think we should be fine. Yeah, this is making really good wind calls. I'm able to read the Mirage and make adjustments accordingly. And with that, yeah, I was just using reticle and wind dots. So I like it. All right, so guys, longtime contributor Keddy B. Woo. He's going to be going reticle as well, and then we'll get Mitch on the turrets. But now that we actually have our windage correct, I think we'll actually be able to make some more hits. First time out. No pressure, bub. And every wind dot is going to be 4 miles an hour, and it's going to be based on what you see through your scope.
You guys ready?
Yeah, you going for that first chicken?
Yep.
Okay.
Rust and yellow?
Yep.
All right, fire.
Nice.
Where'd it go?
Oh man, it
got it.
disappeared just before your bullet hit it.
Oh, I don't see it anymore. Crap, where'd it go?
1.3. I heard it.
Looks like you hit right on the belly, in the middle.
All right, 1.8. We got a tiny bit of wind from the left.
Yeah, so if you think it's as high as 4 miles an hour, just give it 1 wind dot. 1.8.
Left edge.
Oh, okay. All right. Zero the wind then.
Yeah, ram is 3.0. All right, which ram you going for?
All right. Starting from the left. So I see white ram, orange horns.
Okay.
And I'm going to zero the wind.
Right above the shoulder.
Okay. That was effective. That felt good. That was 4 for 4. Thanks, spotter.
The first chicken is that kind of white one with the yellow spot.
Yep. On the left.
Okay, shooter ready?
Yep.
Spotter's on.
Okay. Firing.
Yep. Lovely. I think just slightly left.
Okay. And we're at what, 1.8?
This is going to be 1.3.
1.3. Okay. Piggies are next. First one on the left, red and yellow.
Got it.
Okay. Firing.
Yep, caught him in the jowl.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still coming in left.
Is it switching wind? Because I'm doing dead hold.
Nah, I see boiling mirage.
Okay. We're 1.8 now.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and adjust. Bring the windage. Let's make it like 0.2. Add another 0.2 to the right. All right, we have about maybe 3 miles of wind from the right.
Okay.
Oh yeah, right in the red. Nice shot.
Thank you.
All right, I've got a big orange dot and yellow horn.
Yep.
We just have a slight wind from the right. Okay, the wind was a little stronger than I thought. You caught it right kind of in the chest.
Okay.
Nice shot. Zerotech Trace Advanced, made in Japan. What do you guys think overall?
Overall, like it a lot. It's very capable. Can really get out there, get a nice clear sight picture, at least here in the broad daylight as we tested it.
Yeah, great glass. Eye box is a little tight.
Yeah, because one of the biggest competitors that I was thinking for this is actually your scope over there, the Mark V.
It's on the ground.
Yeah, but if you were comparing this to that Mark V, what would you think?
Like once you're actually in the eye box, I'd say it's pretty close. I am a little biased.
Yeah.
But I think I'm not sure the weight on this, but for the application, I think it is basically a Mark V with just a little bit different feature set.
Right. Yeah, and one of the cool things that we can, kind of take a look at here today, I was, looking through your scope. Yours has the Tremor 3 reticle as well.
Yeah.
And, really both of these just seem like they're really capable. So now, Ketty, you've tested the H59, the Tremor 3, the Tremor 5 with me, I think.
Okay.
And, using that today, like, did you get into the wind dots at all? I know that the wind kind of died on you, but...
Yeah, I did. I got into it once to find that I should have zeroed it back out anyways, but it we were still close enough. We were on target anyways. Yeah, I did lose my sight picture a couple times. That is kind of a combination. Sometimes that's the fault of the rifle. Sometimes it's the scope. A lot of times it's always the shooter. But as soon as I got lined back up again, I was really happy with it. That was my only complaint, is I happened to lose track of where my sight picture was.
Yeah.
I think if you would have used this bag, you would have been able to hold on, because it is a lighter gun.
Depending on what you're comparing it to.
Yeah, comparing it to that beast
Compared
back
to
there,
a 20-pound rifle, a 13-pound rifle is pretty light.
Yeah, I think this one comes in right about 12 and a half or so. Yeah. Okay, now you were running the controls, and so what did you think of just the feel of the turrets?
I like the audible. The zero stop is a must. I didn't feel like there was really there's not any slop, which is nice. Sometimes you'll get some scopes where you're like, is that really on? And yeah, you can be sloppy with it and it's gonna line right up. So yeah, I was pretty impressed with it.
Yeah, they felt pretty positive to me. This is one where I don't really find myself like skipping over a notch, like some of them where it's pretty easy. Once you get going, it's like it's gonna skip over a few.
Yeah.
This one felt like it wanted to hit each of those spots.
Yep.
So yeah, I like how that felt.
It's interesting. I didn't even change parallax. I had it set on 200, and at that 550, it was razor sharp. So
Yeah, I didn't touch
I'd
it.
say that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and that's one of the tricky bits when I was trying to nail down some of these longer distances. I found that I had to do the eye movement in order to figure out if I was off parallax, because everything's in focus.
Yeah.
Which is a really cool issue, if you're like as a hunter especially. If I was hunting hogs with this, it's like I could move to hogs that are at wacky different distances, and I don't necessarily have to roll parallax in order to see what I'm after.
Yeah, I might see how the 500 parallax looks at the chickens.
Yeah, it's a little blurry, but if you needed to, at max magnification, but if you, back it out, good.
Yeah. So what about mirage reading for you guys? Looking through the spotting scope, I could see plenty of data, and some of the scopes that we've taken out on rifles, you can't see all that much, but what did you guys think?
I do think the wind died down quite a bit for us.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be unfair to the scope.
Yeah, to me on this one, it seemed like, the Mirage was sharp, not quite as sharp as that Mark V or the Strike Eagle, but it's like I was able to see everything that I was after.
Yeah.
And it seemed like the Mirage had good sharp edges to it. It's like you could kind of see those little invisible lenses out there. Anything else you guys want to mention? Anything else that really stood out to you?
Yeah, these Tenebrae, or however you say them, those are several $100s for a set, so that's really nice that comes with them.
Yeah, front and back.
Yeah.
They feel really tough. And one of the cool things about these guys is that these don't extend, they don't make the outside of the bell any larger. Usually if you get Butler Creek flip caps or whatever, it's going to cover over the objective, and it's going to make it so you can't get your scope as low as possible down on the bore. But look at this. This is nice and thin. And these are just some Weaver rings, guys. This is their, I think these are their lows, Picatinny skeletonized. And yeah, look how low that is. Just beautiful. Overall, I've been really, really pleased with the scope today. This Zerotech Trace Advanced, the other one that I tested before was really nice as well. But this it takes things up a good notch with this one. Just the fact that you can have that Horus reticle and be able to deal with a really dynamic situation, that's what I like when I'm actually out killing stuff. If I'm out dealing with pigs or whatever, I have certain things that I want in that kind of rifle. It kind of takes it away from a gaming rifle sort of setup. I love that it's just quick to make adjustments on targets at different distances, and then if the wind switches on me, if it suddenly switches directions, it's easy to deal with, and I don't have to look at a card to see how many mils to dial on this side or how much to hold off on the reticle. Those wind dots for me really do work like magic, and I've tested I think 3 different scopes now with the Tremor 3, and it's worked every time. Now I am sorry you guys that we didn't have higher wind today. I was hoping that we would would get more. It's mostly dead, but we were still able to see some of the variation. And yeah, just thanks a bunch for watching, you guys. Make sure you keep an eye on this, and especially if you are in Australia, Great Britain, one of those countries that, you know, kind of works together a little bit more closely, you're going to be able to find these at a much lower price tag than some of the competitors that we've talked about here today, like the Strike Eagle or the Leupold Mark V. Those have usually a very high tariff coming in, and it's going to cost you a whole bunch in your country. And so something like this that performs, you know, pretty much on those levels, pretty close to that Mark V, I think that you're going to love this scope. So yeah, guys, keep an eye on the channel. We have some more tests coming up, more scopes, and a very interesting rifle. I'll see you guys around. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. Even if you didn't like this particular content, go ahead and subscribe. There's probably something coming that's more up your alley. Check out this playlist right here. This is going to have videos in a similar vein to what you just watched. These 2 videos we cherry-picked for you. And finally, The Social Regressive is on Patreon. So you can become a patron of the Destructive Arts and earn some goodies while helping us to provide high-quality videos just by kicking us a few bucks a month. Thanks a bunch for your patronage.